Yo, what's up?
Welcome to Brother Walt's Good and Cheap podcast. It's either this or dope.
What's up? It's the Boy Walt podcast, man. Good and cheap.
You're listening to the Good and Cheap podcast, the podcast birthed by the streets.
Good and cheap. Good and motherfucking cheap. It's the Good and Cheap podcast. Brother Walt here. Ready to get it. Eyes need to be gotten. But first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out, man, to All Fat Digital Soul Apparel, good brothers that's been holding me down, man. If you want to get in contact with them, man, get some free gear, man. That's Soul Apparel, SOULDAPPARELL, and also check out All Fat Digital, the Hood TMC. When you get all your hip hop news or any news you need, man, you know what I'm saying. Also, if you want to help the channel out, man, you want to help me out, man, you want to help the podcast out, hit up 8 and 9 Clothing. I repeat, that's 8 and 9 Clothing, and use my promo code Good and Cheap Podcast, man, and get 20% off, man. It'll help me out a lot. Also, man, if you need any type of ski mask, man, check me out, man, on the good old Instagram, man, Good and Cheap Podcast, man, or email me at goodandcheappodcast@gmail.com. Start the show. All right. Enough of the bullshit, right? It is some crazy shit going on, right? Hold on, where's my manners? What you doing, bruh? How you living, bruh? How you feeling, bruh? Don't get shot by the police, bruh. Skis. It's the Brother Walt Good and Cheap podcast, man. Here for another rendition of the Good and Cheap podcast show, man. But today, man, I'm a little fucked up, right? Because in Dallas, man, these cops still killing us, right? Okay, first off, how in the fuck do you get killed in your house? You're not doing nothing. You there, you're not fucking with nobody. You sleep in your own fucking bed, and you still get killed by the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I would love to hear what they're gonna be able to conjure up and say that happened, or like, this is crazy. Well, if you don't know the story, if you've been living under the rock, good brother, man, 26-year-old brother named Botham Shim Jean. His name is Botham Shim Jean. I hope I said it right, man. He was shot and killed by, I suspect, a white racist Dallas police officer named Amber Guyger. Her date of birth is 8/9/1988. I believe she's 31 years old. I'm not good with math. I don't give a fuck about her. But anyways, she killed the brother Botham, Jane. I'm just calling him Botham, right? I'm calling him B. My brother B, man. She killed him in his house in Dallas, Texas. She claimed she was living on the 4th floor. He lived on the 3rd. She worked, got off work, came, knocked on his door. She seen somebody in there, and she shot and killed him. But she was at his house. Now, she claims she came in the wrong door. All right, so let's break this down, right? First and foremost, they lived in some apartments, right? Okay, let's break it. First, she said that she got off work. She lived on the 4th floor. He lived on the 3rd, right? He lived in apartment number 378. She lived in apartment number 478, right? So she said that she got off the road. She got on his floor. His door was slightly ajar. She went in. She seen somebody moving around, and she shot 2 times because she thought it was her apartment, right? Bullshit. So let's break this down, right? They lived in some apartments, right? We're not talking about, excuse me. We're not talking about no hood apartments and shit. We're talking about the little apartments where you have the little fob, right? Like, okay, for my bachelor party, we did an Airbnb to these nice fucking condos, man. These condominiums, these hoes are nice as fuck. And they gave us a little key. So when they gave us the little key for the Airbnb, I was like, how the fuck do you use this, right? I had my homies with me. I don't know how to use this shit, right? So you gotta, basically, it's a little knob. You put your fob in, you turn it like a key, and it opens, right? It's a real heavy door. I believe they call it a fucking it's a heavy fucking door, but they call it a fire door or some shit, right? So first off, they trying to say that the door was slightly ajar, right? But you can look on my Instagram. You can look up the Instagram videos. They already said, people that live there already said that you can't just leave the door because it closed by itself. It's a heavy door. So if you kind of like barely, you open it and you kind of try to keep it open, it don't stay open. It closes by itself because it's a very heavy door. And I guess the security type of shit does that. And when it's shut, you don't even have to lock your door. When it's shut, it's locked. You still got to use the fob. Anybody coming in got to use the fob, or you can open the door from the inside. So that part of their story is wrong, that they saying that it was slightly open and she walked in, right? Another thing is he had a red mat on his door and she did not, right? Third thing is, if you get in the elevator to go to these apartments, right? She said she worked 15 hours a day. I don't fucking know. She said she worked 15 hours a day, and so first off, she's not going to take no steps. She got on the fucking elevator, and why would you push number 3? You feel me? If you live on 4, why would you push 3? That's another fucking lie. So you trying to tell me she pushed number 3, got on this man apartment, right? And it's statements from people that saying that they heard her say, open the door, open the door. You know what I'm saying? And then what pissed me off even more, when this fucking white supremacist ass bitch, Amber Guyger, remember that fucking name, Amber Guyger. The bitch gonna fuck around. They said, oh, well, we found marijuana at his house. Bitch, that nigga can have 8 keys of cocaine straight from Cuba. It don't matter what's in that man's house. It's in this motherfucking man's house. Like, it don't matter what this man got. He can have some prostitutes, some strippers with cocaine coming out of his nose. It don't matter. You gonna go in this man's house and kill him and gonna talk about, well, he has some marijuana in his house. And then his lawyers asked him, the same lawyers that was for Trayvon Martin, Kirk's or Crumpet, black civil rights attorney. But he said, well, what was in her apartment? And the police say, oh, well, we don't know. We haven't checked. Okay, if you going into a homicide investigation, why would you check the victim shit? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go on the victims and check the victims type of shit, but you don't go on you don't go on the, you know what I'm saying, the suspect? That's already fucked up, right? And then this motherfucker Guyger tried to do a little hoe ass shit, and she went and turned herself in to the next county over for her. This case won't be tried in Dallas, because everybody know how Dallas got down. How old boy shot them 5 laws and went crazy. You know, the sniper nigga, man. So niggas know how people gonna protest in Dallas. Houston, I don't know, not too much. Houston is full of some coons and cacks, and they not gonna really do nothing. But in Dallas, they gonna ride. You feel me? They gonna get it popping in Dallas. So the motherfucker gonna fuck around, try to turn herself into another county so it won't be tried there. But the Dallas County district attorney is black. It's a black woman. So this is gonna be very interesting to see what she does with this case. But this brother, man, Botham, brother B, man, he was a good person, man. They can't say nothing bad about him. He was a good person. He was in church. You know, he went to church, had a great job. You know, because these condos cost a lot of money, man. He was a good brother. He had his own job. He was in church. He was a church-going brother. And he still got killed and got shot down in his own house, man. How you be at your own house, man, sleeping, and some motherfucking body come in your house and shoot you and kill you? And if this woman do not get charged, because they only charged her with manslaughter. That ain't number 10 to 15 years. But if this woman do not get found guilty, you basically telling me there's nothing else somebody can do in order to go to jail. Like, it's free reign on anybody black in America. That means a cop cannot go to jail for doing nothing to you. If he's in his house not doing nothing and he get killed and the person that killed him do not get found guilty, there's nothing that can happen for a police officer to get charged with murder unjustly. Like, there's nothing that can happen, man. So I'm going to keep with this case, man. I'm going to stay on it, man, because this is the most sick, vile shit I have ever seen. Like, they can't use the narrative, oh, he didn't respect the law because he was in his own home. He wasn't doing nothing. He can't. Oh well, he was reaching for something. They can't say that because he was at his own house, not doing nothing. Oh, he didn't hit her orders. No, he was in his house and didn't do nothing. And then she gonna try to say, right? The bitch said gonna try to say, oh, well, I told him to stop moving and he kept going. Bitch, this is my house. This is my motherfucking crib. Like anybody, if you at home and you see somebody coming out, you'll be like, what's going on? And they shoot you 2 times? You feel me? Like, this shit is crazy, man. Like, what else, man? You know what I'm saying? What else can someone do to be safe in America? You know what I'm saying? And this is some sick, crazy, sick shit. And I had to talk about it, man. This is the Good and Cheap podcast. And this shit is sad, bro. This shit is sad. Amber Guyger, 31-year-old white woman, cat woman, killed Mr. B, man, brother B, Botham Jones, John, at his house in Dallas, Texas, and nothing happened. I mean, and the man didn't do nothing, bro, to lose his life in his own crib, man. You know what I'm saying? And you have different videos on Instagram, letting everybody know that you can't close the door. You know, that let everybody know that he had a red. Like, it don't matter how tired I've been. I work 12-hour days. I be up 18 hours a day. You know how to fucking get home. Like, even dogs know how to fucking get home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know your house. You know how to get home, bro. And she only been on the job for 2 years. She was a police officer for 2 years. She only been there for 2 years and she already shot. She shot someone else. They didn't die, but she shot someone else. I don't know if it was justly or unjustified. But she has used a gun before. She shot someone else. And then they have pictures of her taking a picture with her father and whoever else. And he's holding up the fucking white power sign. So you know how that is. You know what I'm saying? You know what they feel like. And then, you know, it's people coming up saying that he knew the girl or he was in pictures with her. I don't know if he knew her. But the shit that they trying to share on Facebook is fake. You know, that is not a picture of that white girl. You know what I'm saying? Let's not, you know, take in, you know, all this other bullshit and listen and spirit fake shit. But let's, you know, we gonna get the facts together, man. Because if she is not convicted of this, there's nothing they can't do to us. You know what I'm saying? So some got to give. Fuck all that marching and prayer. Some got to give, bro. Like, something have to give. This is the most vile, sickening shit I've ever heard, man. You know, and it's crazy. And then they wonder why Kaepernick is kneeling. This is why he kneeled. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers care shit about Nikes and shit. Y'all don't give a fuck about this world. Y'all care about yourselves. Man, white people is crazy.